the Stanford Cardinal, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Intercepted, and the first drive into the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Let's go!
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Stanford wants to push the pace. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cardinal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Dropping back, it's Reed. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity.
There he goes! And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. He wants to change this route. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Texas A&M, 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Looking downfield, it's Gobranson. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Ford. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Stanford quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos after a successful...
Turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it now.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Dropping back, it's Gobranson. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The throw. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
The slant route is such a versatile route, right? You can throw it against man coverage, zone coverage, 3rd and short, 3rd and medium. It works against a lot of different defenses, and this guy loves throwing it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your...
Touchdown, Stanford! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Reed. Now adjusting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Easy. Convoy.
To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position, starting the drive with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Branson. Gets it out fast. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
On the run, still looking. They get to him as he throws.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Right back to the well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Moving away from pressure. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Finds his man. It's Williams. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Stanford wants to push the pace. They go to the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Branson. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Cardinal! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And they'll try to tack on 2.
Green 25.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. To throw, it's Reed. Looking for an open area to his left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take it.
Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Aggies! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion.
Texas A&M, 20.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Stanford quickly to the line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Back to throw, it's Gobranson. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the afterburners. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. Now remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
STANFORD, 22.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Gobranson. Finds his tight end.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's gonna linger. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Steps away. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
Timeout, Stanford.
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I